Srila Prabhupada explained that we all have our experiences in this material world, but real intelligence is to learn by hearing. That is why we must read the Srimad Bhagavatam every day. Actually, if you read the newspaper, it's practically Bhagavatam philosophy without Krishna. The vast majority of news is misery. Good news doesn't sell papers. Bad news. Why? Why is people so attracted to bad news? Because people are like crows. They like all this dirt. But also because suffering, it affects people more than pleasure. There's a few songs about how happy love life is. And there's millions of songs about how miserable it is where there's a disturbance. Rock and roll was born from the blues. And what is the blues born from? Misery, suffering. Just singing about the suffering of frustrated love. Hare Krishna. But the blues was born out of gospel. And what is gospel? The soul crying out for God in a miserable condition. Suffering. The onslaughts of material nature and taking shelter of God by crying out for His mercy. And when it's corrupted, it goes into taking shelter of sense gratification in our mercy. But the fact is, suffering is very powerful. Yes, you could be enjoying so many things. You could be watching something very nice, and you could be feeling nice weather and everything else. But if you step on a thorn, only this much of your body, right? The whole rest of your body is very happy. But this much, a little thorn goes in. What takes prominence? Are you thinking, oh, it's such nice weather. Oh, it's such nice music. Oh, so nice everything. All you're thinking of, get that thorn out. It's the nature of the world. Suffering has such deep impact. In the heavenly planets, pleasure has that type of impact. In the heavenly planets, pleasure is so powerful in a way it affects your consciousness. There's practically no pain, very little. But in this earth planet, in the hellish planets also, it's even more. Pleasure is not near as captivating as pain. So a devotee by hearing understands what is the nature of this world. And ultimately there's only one shelter. Not in the fallible soldiers of our family. Not in the fallible soldiers of our society. In the end, they can never help us unless they bring us to the lotus feet of Krishna. Family is Vaikuntha when everyone is helping each other to take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. The association of devotees, it is only valuable to the extent that we are all encouraging one each other, convincing one another. There is no other shelter but Krishna. And how does Krishna give His shelter? In the most benevolent and accessible way, through His holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.